Hey guys, MASKED here, bringing you a very exciting, at least for me, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, because yes, we just have had updated in the JP news that Masked Saiyan, our boy, is getting an EZA. Now obviously it's on JP, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to get it for a little while, but it's still very exciting news. So a lot of people tweeted it, but I saw Truth's tweet, mainly because, and this is something I really love about this community, is like you look down at the first lot of replies and it's literally all people tagging me, which is just great. So shout out to everybody who tagged me. I did make my own tweet. Obviously it's been a great week. You saw it, someone mentioned it in the comments there, but Super 17 got his EZA today for Global, who's one of my other favorite units. Like, I have two big memes on my channel, like two themes, I guess, which is Super 17 and Masked Saiyan. So this is a very good day for me. And then shout out to my boy, Mr. T. Further down in the news, it shows that there's going to be a revenge category support banner. And obviously they always do this with EZAs. So revenge will be the category that he is weak to, which I think is quite interesting, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So it looks like Toa and Mira are also getting awakenings, which is pretty cool. And then I think they'll be, I think they were taken out of the general SSR pool. So I do actually have both of them, but I'm not sure if I even have dupes in them, but that'll be interesting to find out. So if we have a look at the revenge category, I do think it's kind of cool that revenge is going to be the category, because obviously the leader is Bardock, so it's like captured by Mira and Toa and turned into the Masked Saiyan Bardock, and he's the leader, so that's really cool. I mean, obviously he is AGL though, so he's not going to be doing the most damage in that EZA or anything. But if we scroll down and have a look, we got units like these two very powerful LRs on here that are in, I mean, not that Baby, Broly, aren't powerful, but in terms of type advantage units. Then we scroll down here. So you look at some of the units that we've got on here. Gohan is on here. One of the best units in the game, if not the best. Golden Frieza, if you want some good tanking. All of them are on here. When we go down to Int, which is obviously where you're going to want to be focusing on most of your team. I mean, obviously, don't worry, I'm going to do a team building video before the EZA actually comes out. But we got units like Kid Goku, who was very, very good in the Super 17 one, very powerful unit. The Spirit Sword Trunks, who is a nuker and orb changer, so he's going to be dishing out tons of damage. Especially if you have like Mai on the rotation. While she's not going to be super good herself, she provides a support buff to time travelers units, so Trunks will be getting all of that. Super Saiyan 3 Bardock will be good as well, as long as he super attacks first to get that defense, so he's going to be very solid. Android 16, I mean, he's featured on that revenge banner, but I mean, he's not the best, but he's got type advantage, he's good defensively. And then obviously we've got like the Int Cell, the Support Metal Cooler, GT Cell, the Golden Frieza, who is really, really good thanks to his EZA. The one thing we don't know is obviously when you do the 30 stage EZAs, when you get to stage 20, a whole bunch of typings have a massive debuff. Now for Super 17, one of the things that gets a debuff is extreme units, because I guess he's an extreme unit himself, so they want your team to be more super unit centric. So you may not end up being able to use these guys on the extreme side, because I mean technically you can use them, but they just won't deal any damage. But that means you can still use people like the Golden Frieza or the Metal Cooler Army and Cell, because they'll be really good defensively, they just won't do a lot of damage. And then obviously like Trunks and Mai, they get that really powerful active skill. Even though you can't stun or seal in a EZA, it'll be one mega hit with a guaranteed crit near the end, so that's very cool. Trunks obviously is good once he transforms and gets going, so I don't know if that's really relevant for a shorter event like an EZA. This future Trunks is also very good. The support Trunks, I mean, you're kind of vying for multiple units with the Trunks name here, so maybe not the best options. Plus Int Ultimate Gohan is on here, and whilst he's not the best unit by any means, he's got type advantage and is going to link up really well with the other Gohan if you do decide to bring him. So Revenge definitely in a position to be a pretty good team here. The only problem is it doesn't have a sub leader at all, so if you don't have Bardock, you need to get a little bit more creative with how you build your team. So we'll definitely go over that in a separate team build video. So let's have a look at our boy here, Saiyan. You know, he's needed an EZA for quite a long time. He's the biggest problem that made him outdated very quickly is that he has a flat boost in his passive. So 50,000 attack, 20,000 defense. It means that as the category leader skills started to get higher and higher and people started to get more and more crazy defense. Like, you think about now, we're used to seeing units that can tank supers in the harder events because they have like 300k defense. So yeah, a unit just getting 20k defense. I mean, it's not very good, really. And of course, if you see, his other biggest issue is when facing 2 or less enemies. So if you're facing 3 or more enemies, like Super Battle Road, mainly, he basically has no passive. I like the fact as well, I just noticed they've put the EZA tab on here already, but obviously we literally have no idea what any of it's going to be. That's quite funny. All types, Ski +3 and 50%. I can imagine that going up to at least 70, 80, 90 maybe. They seem to be keeping like 100 and 120 for like the LRs, even though I guess the LRs that now have the 120 leads or had 100 before they EZA'd or anything were technically free to play. So maybe we could see him go up to 100%, but I mean, you're probably not going to use him as a leader anyway. Obviously, I imagine he's still going to do immense damage and lower the enemy's attack and defense. Maybe we could see this go up to greatly lowers, probably not massively. And then I do think because it has that effect, we might not see any additional effect on Super, but it would be cool if he has something like raising his own defense. And then, of course, the main thing, like I say, they need to fix is his passive. So immediately we need to change this to, what, like 100% attack and defense? And then if they're going to keep the facing 2 or less enemies, they then need to give him an actual passive when there are multiple enemies. So because that's mainly going to be something like Super Battle Road, then that should be something like gives himself damage reduction or a built-in chance to dodge, or maybe heals based on damage done. Some combination of those to make him a lot more defensively viable. Because you guys can check it out. I did a video where Nolar challenged me to use Saiyan on Extreme Tech, Extreme Super Battle Road, and it was quite difficult. So he definitely needs an upgrade so that when you're facing 3 or more enemies, you're not just completely passive less, because that's really not what you want. So obviously very, very excited for this boy. It's hard for me to speculate what I want him to be post EZA, because obviously if it was up to me, he would be like one of the best units in the game post EZA, and obviously they're not going to do that. But it's just exciting that he's actually getting one, because he's been a unit that's been out for a long time. He came out when the Tech Super Sentai Goku came out, and obviously the 120 leads are finally starting to get their EZAs now. So it honestly seemed like he may have been forgotten for a little while. But yeah, I'm very excited to hear that he is going to be the next one. If we flick over to my game view here, you guys can see, I posted on Twitter a little while ago, but I have been ready to go for quite a long time. I actually didn't have the second copy, I just had 5 extra copies of him, because I was honestly starting to think that we were going to see a new Saiyan before we ever saw an EZA, which is why I was keeping the spare copies for Kai's. But of course, before I started recording, as soon as I saw the news, I fed a bunch of them together into this guy. I'd already farmed up the 77 medals. So yeah, I have my second copy at Super Attack 5 ready to go for when he gets his EZA. And then of course, the man himself is ready to go. I did post this showcase up on the channel the other day, but he is full level 10 links ready to go for his EZA. So obviously, I am very, very excited. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know your predictions on what you think he's going to do. And yeah, very hype day for your boy over here. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can check out the link to my Discord in the description below. Feel free to join in the fun down there. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.